Hello and welcome to Section 2 of our Hope School Orientation course. In this section we're focusing mainly on how to turn in your work digitally. As you go through the Hope School courses, they're all set up relatively the same. You'll have a series of videos or audios to watch or to listen to or readings that you'll be responsible for. And it's extremely important that you're able to demonstrate your understanding of those things through turning in your notes. So let's go ahead and get started, and let me show you some tips on how to get those uploaded. So the first thing we're going to do is go to our assignments page, and we're going to look for week 3-4 notes. So this particular assignment just checks to make sure that you're able to upload your notes in a format that your instructor will be able to see. And as you read on the assignment page already, you can turn those notes in one of several different formats. Notice when I get ready to submit the assignment by clicking the link at the top right corner, I'm presented with a couple of different options. I have the file upload option and the text entry option, and we're going to talk about those in the next few minutes. So let's take a look at these three options. The first option is using the text entry form. The second option is uploading a text document, and the third option is uploading an image file of your handwritten notes. So let's go through these one at a time. So for starters, if you just wanted to take notes in some kind of text editor like Notepad or Word, you could literally copy those from the text document, and then on the course page, click on text entry and then choose to paste those right in. So you could copy and paste all of your notes, and as many pages of notes as you copy, you can paste them here, and then at the bottom click submit. And that is the text entry. That's probably the most simple if you are taking notes on the same computer that you're logging in to this course page. It may be a little bit different if you're using a tablet or a phone, but as long as you can copy and paste from one text document into this text box here, that could work for you. Let's take a look at option number 2. Option 2 is uploading a text document file itself. So rather than copy and paste, you could upload the entire file. So let's say that this is the text document that I'm taking notes in, and I would go File, Save, and for this example I'll just save it on the desktop, and I will give this a name. I'll call this D. Wilson Notes Week 3 and 4 and save that. So I've saved the text document, and now when I go to the course, I choose the File Upload option and can choose File and browse to the document once I finish taking the notes and choose to upload that file by clicking the Open button. And you can see that this is the file here that we're getting ready to upload. And as soon as I see that it's been attached, I would click on Submit Assignment, and a copy of that text file would be submitted to the instructor so he could take a look at it and assign it a grade. So the first two options assume that you're taking notes on a computer or something digital that will allow you to copy and paste the text or to create a text document. But I know that many of you are going to want to take notes that are handwritten, and that's perfectly acceptable. You could have your computer open at your desk watching and listening to the video, and then as that's playing, taking your handwritten notes as that goes along, and that's perfectly acceptable. But it gets a little tricky when you're trying to upload the handwritten pieces of paper. So here's how this can work. I have handwritten some notes, and with my cell phone I've taken a picture of it and emailed it to myself. And here in my email you can see that I have emailed it from my phone to my computer, and here's a preview of the picture that I took of my notes. From my email I'm just going to choose to download that, and it's going to download that as an image file. I know that because it ends in .jpg, and if I try to view that in a folder, we will see that file here. You can see that the file name is named Photo, and because I don't want to be confusing to the instructor, I'm going to choose to rename this file, and I'll call this D. Wilson Notes Week 2-3, just like I did the text document, but in this case it's an image file. And after I've downloaded it and renamed it, I'm going to double click to open it just to make sure that it's legible. And what I've done is taken a picture of my handwritten notes. I can choose to rotate that and check to make sure all the notes are like I intend them, and of course for this example that's fine. So I will close the preview and attempt to upload them here. So I can click on Choose File and browse to that image file, and remember this is a picture of my handwritten notes, and I can choose to upload the image file just like I did the text document file. So there you have it. Here's 3 of the most common ways that you can turn in your notes. You can choose the method that works best for you. Your instructor won't have any preference as long as we can tell that those notes are unique to you. Please don't ever try to turn in somebody else's notes as your own, because we all know that won't represent your best learning. And what I'm anticipating is that some of you will find one of these 3 options to be the best for you, and others might actually find another option. And for this section 2 in the next couple of weeks, I'm hoping that all of you will chime in on the discussion board and share what worked best for you, and maybe share some options that I hadn't thought of yet, but work really well on the Kenyon side of the class. I thank you for watching and have a terrific week, and it's a pleasure to work with you all, and I'll talk to you all later. Goodbye.